Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. I've spoken before about the getting a GP appointment situation, and I realise it's not quite as bad as other areas. Some areas have it worse than others, obviously. But one of the things that seems to be quite common is a move since the dreaded pandemic. There's been a move towards more telephone consultations rather than face-to-face appointments. And that's been something that's been going on. It's been causing a little bit of issue with some people over the time since it's been going on. And there's now been a petition set up on behalf of a lady who has Laura Barlow, who had a really bad experience with the telephone consultation. So I'm going to go and read through it with you, and I'm going to put the text up here as well so you can read it yourself as well. Petition calling for mandatory face-to-face GP appointments after the death of a woman who was misdiagnosed over the phone. This has received 100,000 signatures, which is now the level for a parliamentary debate, which is good. Laura Barlow, who's 33, from Sibsey near Boston, was told that she had endometriosis during a telephone call with a GP in October 2023. After receiving a cancer diagnosis in mid-January, the mother of 3 was told in February that she was so ill she should go home from hospital to spend time with her family. She then passed away 3 days later. Absolutely tragic. Spokeswoman for the Department of Health and Social Care said patients who prefer face-to-face appointments should have one. Mrs. Barlow's husband, Mike, believes opportunities were missed for his wife to start treatment due to her misdiagnosis. He said, "I think if they'd seen Laura face-to-face, they'd have seen how much pain she was in. Laura died because she was misdiagnosed over the phone. If blood tests had been done, would have known what was happening. Could we have had more time? We will never know because that opportunity was taken away from us." The petition was started by a friend and has gathered enough signatures now to be debated in Parliament, which is great. And hopefully this has all been backed up by her MP as well. And you know, this is just it's tragic, isn't it? And I'm not saying that necessarily anything would have been done differently, or the outcome would have been any different had she had a face-to-face appointment. But I think that this highlights sometimes when, you know, speaking to someone on the telephone and not actually seeing them face-to-face, you can't necessarily always get the full picture. And I think that sometimes, you know, there are visual clues that doctors can get into how someone is looking or how they feel and things like that. And I think this is important. I think that we do need to go back to face-to-face appointments. I know they are offered in certain situations, but I think perhaps face-to-face appointments as a first thing rather than the second thing would perhaps be a bit more appropriate, especially with you know, so many people having, you know, especially with things like mental health and things like that. Talk to someone on the phone, you don't necessarily see everything that the person's going through. You don't necessarily see their emotions, or, you know, don't necessarily see the person themselves to gauge how they are. So I think it's a good idea, and I'm hoping that the debate sparks some kind of movement towards more face-to-face appointments. But let me know down in the comment section what you think about this. Do you feel that face-to-face appointments are available to you? I mean, if you ask for one, would you get one? Certainly around here, we don't get one if we don't ask for one. You know, sometimes we do, but if it's a really busy practice, then usually it's first is telephone, and then you get to see a face-to-face if the GP warrants it. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you think about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you next time.